Okay. Do. I will be on camera and set up in just a minute. Even the way how this game needs to be set up is ridiculous. Okay, hopefully if I press this button, then the game will show. Okay, I can hear me. That is a good start. Checking the broadcast, checking the broadcast. Yay! It lives. Okay. Welcome everyone to probably a very wasted £50 of my life with Project Motor Racing. This game is being absolutely smashed to bits by everyone, and I've not seen a single decent video about it. But I pre-ordered anyway, like a silly bean. I've played it for about 20 minutes just to test that it even works at all. There's problems, I think, is where I will start with this. I'm going to stick entirely to offline single player. I'm playing with a controller, which I think is worthwhile calling out. If you dive into the settings, I have put in some of my own control bindings because of the weird way how the gears up and down were set up, in just a way that I've never seen them set up before elsewhere, and added in some extra bits and bobs there. To call out what I've got on the graphical settings, I've got it on Ultra, so this is the very highest that this game can deal with. So we'll see how that goes. There are some display settings. Really oddly with this game, and this is why I had to do a weird setup to even get this broadcast up and running, when this game is on full screen or up and running, you cannot... let me just turn this music down, apologies. You cannot get this game to then minimise from a screen again. And if you want to change any of the settings, you have to close the game and then restart it. The menus are really inconsistent. Some of the menus you can respond to with the D-pad. Some will only respond to the left analog stick. Some it picks and chooses. So, like, that's bizarre before you even get going. All of the wonderful stuff there on Bits and Bobs. But anyway, enough of me just moaning randomly. I'm going to drop into a race weekend. We'll do the Mazda MX-5 because I've actually been able to do half a lap with that car so far. As you'll see, some of the tracks are not named their official name, but they are very obvious what they are. I'm going to choose Derby. Don't call it Donington. And we'll go for the national circuit because this was exceptionally glitchy for me when I did my quick test before going live. And I want to just make sure that it's not me being stupid. We'll disable that and we'll do 10 laps of heavily rubber damage on. I doubt we'll make it through 10 laps, if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll see how it goes. Very interesting that you can only get up to 18 opponents around Donington. That feels a bit strange. Weather, we'll go for winter, average weather type, no weather deviation, just to kind of get it set in or settled in before we kind of dive off. And let's dive into a race. If anyone's got any questions about the game, if you're watching it live, please drop it in the chat. If you are watching this back on replay and you've got questions, I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Obviously, I'm not playing with a wheel, so I won't be able to factor in with any of that. Loading, 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 loading. Do, 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 do. Excuse me. I'm recovering from an illness, so please bear with me if I'm slightly... Okay. Love that screen tear. And the weird wobbly frame. Just looking at these flybys, I'm not a graphics whore in any way, shape or form, but this doesn't look quite like the trailers in any way, shape or form, and I'm running on ultra settings. Okay. Dropped in, we're in for quali, so you can look and spectate. One of the cool things I do like about this though is that you can dive straight in and look at your seat positioning and stuff like that. And I've already kind of raised it up slightly because I like to be able to peer over my bonnet because I'm a tall bean, but I do like this in the fact that you can just dive straight in and play around with the settings and the HUD and the HUD layout of where you want things to be. I like that. So, like, props. I will probably be quite vicious about this, just given the quarter of an hour, 20 minutes experience that I had before I went live. But there are a couple of things that I quite like. There's some very weird stuff about what's considered an essential in a setup. But you can go in and change all of the things that you'd normally spot in a sim around different parts of the car, suspension, the engines and the fuel loads and the brake biases, etc, etc, and what your pit strategy is. I'm going to dive straight out. Yeah. I'm not overtaking you in the pit lane. Oh! Oopsie! That might have been me. I wasn't looking at the map. Apologies. So the first thing I will say about this is the car feels floaty. Like it's not... I don't feel like I'm connected to the ground. I'll just pull over to the side and let some of these other cars through. Not quite sure in quali who's on a lap and who isn't, because it doesn't seem to understand blue flags in quali. But the MX-5 has this like slow rolling yaw to it, which when you combine it with the lack of feeling on the ground, and bearing in mind this is just playing with a controller straight out without playing too much of the settings, all I've done is change some of the steering sensitivity speed slightly to reduce it. So I will need to dive into the settings and muck about with it a bit more. Struggle bus.
1 minute to go.
Looking down isn't very helpful. Having to press into the analog stick to look behind is not how I normally think. That's a bit better. Thanks, car.
Session start. Check your flag this lap.
Oh. Warning for track limits. Why not? Play Parappa the Rapper, please. Not for this stream. I'm sure there's a Parappa anniversary coming up soon. I feel like I've played that game to death though on this channel. I do need to sort out a new capture device to be able to capture the original PS game, PS1 game in high res. Ah, no. Plonk. Ah, well. Well, that went terribly.
Try and get some balance for the race and long distance, but I really hope qualifying will go better for us.
Thank you. I do not like, and this is me again just being quite finicky, the colour contrast. In general, this game feels and looks quite washed out, but even the readability and accessibility of the font for the MX5 trophy annoys me, as someone that has to deal with accessibility in their day job. But also when you then hover over what is right and wrong, the option that you're playing at, from an accessibility, and if I was doing a web content accessibility guideline audit on this, that colour contrast would not pass web content. This could be terrible. A 10-lap race, we're not really racing with everyone else, I don't think. Meh. But still worthwhile seeing how it all works. I quite like the little grid flyby though. And see, when it's stood still, like, this looks quite okay. It feels somewhat comparable to Race Room before it had its update. So it doesn't look too terrible. But just in motion it looks a bit grim. I'm going to skip on from this now. No, we're not doing that. Restart. I was about to say, it's letting me rev without moving forward. No. Quite what motorsport in real life has only 3 red lights before we go out? I'm not sure. feel like this is about to be a crash. Oh, bonked me right on the bum.
Race officials called a track limit violation.
And that gave me a 2-second penalty? For what? That one as well. I can understand that one more. Oh. Slightly caught on the grass there. It's because there doesn't feel like there's any feel in it. I'll do another quick restart, and then if it's terrible, what I'll do is I'll drop down the AI difficulty to compensate for my general crackness. What the hell? No. Okay. Third time's a charm, I promise. That was a me problem, not a game problem. Why are you turning into me like that? There's just no turning circle on this. Oh, fuck off. Punted from behind that time. Welcome to AI in Project Motor Racing. Let's dive out. Let me change the AI down a little bit. And we'll try a different car and track combo. Let's dive in. So that's the MX-5 trophy. I didn't realise I was coming through on my thing again. Apologies. Right. Do the NGT. Let's do GT4. Let's go for the Aston Martin. Vantage. Where should we go? Let's have a little look. Could do, yeah, let's do the Northamptonshire. Don't call it Silverstone. Okay, let's try and get it up to 31 opponents to make it a 32 car grid. And let's do some weather deviation. Make it average. Actually, no, let's do a high weather deviation. See what that brings. Where's my opponents? Wanted the AI strength. Oh, no wonder I was struggling if it was up at 100. Jesus Christ. Let me put it down at 75. That feels like something slightly more doable. AI was based on Nikita Mazepin and Mahavir Ranganathan. What a combo. What a love child that would be. Hey BP. Hey Willstow 3. Thank you for joining. I must apologise for just generally being not very good whilst I get to grips with just what on earth is this physics model and just what is going on with this game. What was good though, because we got round a lap on that track, when I was playing it just before going live, the track kept flashing in massive white square blocks everywhere, which was almost like an epilepsy warning, and the hands of my driver kept jerking forward and going out of the through the windshield, and so was my driver's head helmet, and it didn't do that then. So I don't know if there's been a patch in the last hour to solve that. Didn't look like it, certainly, in my Steam stuff, but I was hoping that glitch would start to come out, but clearly it didn't. Roasty. I'm just wondering, you cover so many tiny unknown games, how do you find them, or is it a trade secret? It's a mixture, if I'm perfectly honest. So I follow the indie dev hashtags on Twitter and Blue Sky, and I find a lot that way. Because I also run Higher Plane Games, the website, that also helps me get PR contacts coming through. And because I've been doing this for so many years, my name's kind of shared around on indie dev lists. So sometimes indie devs contact me specifically. And yeah, I keep a look on what's new, released and trending, and then follow all the different events that go on. If you go on to when'sthenextsteamsale.com, I think it's that, it gives you kind of a forward look to what all the different events are that Steam have. And so I'll pick out the racing one, the strategy one, and all of that kind of stuff. And I will sit there and go through everything that's in that list and then spot what I like. So it's a real mishmash of all different things. But it takes time and research. And then because quite a lot of the games aren't known, I spend most of my own money buying the games, which is why this YouTube channel runs at a horrific loss and why I'm always having to work full time, because it's difficult to make money on YouTube when you're doing niche stuff like this, or like me anyway. Right, we're going out with a base setup. This is probably not a good idea, but let's see how it goes. Oh, the skid. Will I get a penalty for that? I'm assuming.
All clear.
Oh, hello, glare. Oh. Hello, struggling to actually get the power down. No problem. I appreciate you watching or commenting or doing any of it. Ah. go through, whoever that is. Thank you. I mean, that's blatantly, I'm doing track limits and it doesn't care. Skiddy! Oh, this has the turning circle of a tank. Move out of the way, AI! If you're going to punt me off. Oh, oh, oh. Feeling like some tyre temperatures are starting to come a little bit.
You've got 1 minute left.
Out of it. What noise is that for hitting a car? That then just turns into me anyway. Thanks. They don't react to you at all. They are completely on rails, the AI. It's a real shame. Because I'm not really sure how you can race with, I mean, my skill level at the moment. I'm going to struggle to race anything whatsoever to begin with, but I'm not sure how you'd be able to race the AI given they don't react to you.
Checking flag this lap.
Well, that was horrific. How do I... Okay. Let's do that. That's how I do well in race run.
Probably going to need to take a look at the setup between now and the race and find some pace.
I don't think we were last. Oh no, we were last. Okay. 10 laps of this horrificness. Let's see how we get on. And if we've got... So the weather is now medium cloud. In theory, after 5 minutes, the weather is supposed to do something different. So we'll see. I quite like the attempt of moody sunset sunshine at 2 in the afternoon. I'm not quite sure I get the whole rubbish on the track effect either. Feels a bit strange.
Keep focused.
I'm keeping focused. Whoever that is. That was me, not the AI. It's a good job we're not paying for the damage, eh? Whoa, nice little glitch. That was a bit cheeky, but I don't care. Do you have a favourite genre or type of game? Yes, I've several. Why have I got heavy damage?
Rain's picking up. Come in for wet tyres.
Is it? Where's the rain? ¿Dónde está the rain? What has happened to all of these cars? Why are they going... Why? Okay. I see no rain. But could you see that their tyres had rain coming... Oh god, what is this game? Well, they've all pitted. Which is lovely for me. Oh my goodness. Sorry, favourite genre of game is going to be a mixture of either racing, rhythm and music. I do like a party game with some multiplayer stuff, but it's normally rhythm and racing, to be fair. I'll get away. Okay, now I can see the rain. The rain is coming down inside the cockpit. Not helpful. Let me pop on some wipers as I wander off the track again.
Back marker ahead.
Let's get into the pits. Least favourite genre, I'll get to yours in a second, BP. But least favourite genre easily is first person shooters. I don't play them. It's why you'll never see them on this channel, apart from maybe ones that have got rhythm infused into it. That's about the only time I'll bother. And
Closing all over the track a few laps back, so be careful getting past.
You're talking about me. There we go. Okay, parking. Would you wonder if the career mode has a fault in which I think many racing games have, where expectation is always to finish first or in the top three? I don't know. I've not tried out any career modey stuff. Serving penalties? Okay. Bizarrely,
You're clear.
I'm P5? Now, it didn't let me decide what tyre compound to put on. I am assuming we have wet tyres. What a strange texture. Nice glare. Oh, I've overshot that horrifically. Yes, we've stayed down.
Race is halfway over.
Is that all? Uh-oh. Bye. Have you tried Beat Saber? Yes, I love Beat Saber. I started it though with crumbs
You've got a track limit violation.
on the PSVR, and obviously they've now stopped, or they are stopping supporting that, which is unfortunate. And I don't really feel like I want to rebuy it all on PC. So that's a shame. If you're a fan of Beat Saber, I hugely recommend Synth Riders.
Tyres are starting to overheat there, mate.
Starting to overheat. On my to-do list in December is to do some is to do a list of video is to do a video on the list of games that would be good for everyone to get sorted for some local multiplayer shenanigans for families or friends, so that you can all have a drunken gaming Christmas. Hey, you Frothy! How are you doing, my good person? Ah! So excited to see Frothy in the chat. I've absolutely dunked it. Alright, we're off. Come on! Okay, so we're on wet tyres. I'm assuming like the total lack of grip is because of the ridiculous tyre temperatures that I've got. down a little bit. Because now I'm just going around at the drop of a hat.
Track limit violation detected by officials.
I think I'm getting penalised enough. Project Motor Racing. Wow. It was going so well. And now I've got a track limit penalty again. What? This game hates me. Oh, and another one. Get in the bin. Eyes on the road. Ah. That's not too bad, thank you. On the mend from dodgy illness. There's zero grip, but I can't even like accelerate at all. Because and I can't remember which video that I was watching on this, but I didn't feel it nearly as much until now. When you accelerate,
Officials flag a track limit violation.
I'm sure they have. When you go on the throttle, so I am pressing about 70%
Blue flag.
of my throttle pedal, and you don't go forward. So it's like all or nothing on the throttle, which then means on a wet condition with absolutely knackered tyres, you can't do anything. Oh, thanks for punting me back round, whoever that was. This is grim. Like, really grim. I'm determined to make it to the end of this fucking thing. I'm very sorry. Oh, hello. Want to come in for a cup of tea? Wave your flag. Oh my Jiminy crickets. Right. Whilst we make a mockery of this. So you do also have bonnet cam. Another bonnet cam or windshield cam. What is going on with that glare? Then there is this kind of mode where with the right analog stick you can
Check your mirror, mate.
go all the way around. It's quite cool. And then it's back into here again. Oh good, final lap. There's a... This reminds me of... Do you remember on PS3... Early PS3 era, or late PS3 era, sorry, when lens flare was like racing game pornography? This is giving me that vibe very much. But hey, the rain has stopped. And look, you can see that there is actually a dry line appearing. So I'll give it credit for that. It looks very amateur hour in the way how it's done, but a dry line appeared. Alright, we did it. Well done, everyone. I am so very sorry for the disgraceful racing. Excuse me. Okay. BP, I wonder if career mode was a thing. Oh yeah, we talked about that. We'll have to have a look at the career mode, potentially. I'll check it out. Yes, Synth Riders, hard recommendation. I think I've got some Synth Riders stuff on PSVR 1 on my channel, not 2. I recommend Trackmania Turbo. Yes! Trackmania Turbo is vibes. I love that game so much. I love the Trackmania series, although I don't play the new free-to-play one that's come out. But when in my 2000 era, every evening was me on Trackmania United. I think I was in the top 3,000 in the world, but I was like 117th in the UK. My attempt of a claim to fame. But yeah, Trackmania United for an hour every night, listening to lots of heavy rock music. Living my best emo life. Those were the days. And then I discovered R Factor, and my sim racing life began 20 years ago. God, I'm old. Time to die. Right. Like flat out for your split second. Split second! Ah! I adore that game so very much. Split second, I have the trophy on PS3 for being number 1. I can't remember what it was like, either number 1 on the leaderboards or something like that for like a specific event or something. And it's probably one of my very few competitive racing trophies where I can genuinely go, haha. I was good. I love seeing Split Second now getting the recognition that it deserved back in day, because it's now seemingly become a bit of a, like, we didn't know what we had until it's gone. And at the same time, because they came out a week apart, I think. So Split Second and Blur. Blur was such a cool game. It was just, people didn't understand that it was basically Micro Machines with real world cars. And that confused everyone, I think. So, yeah. All right. Let's have a GT3. Should we go for a Ford Mustang? Why not? Let's do that. Hey, Pinky. Hope you're doing well, mate. Blur is a classic. Trackmania Sunrise was... Yes, it was. I think I'm top 10 in 1 or 2 tracks because... Oh, wow. What country are you from, Wilstow? Okay, let's change up for a new circuit. Only 20 cars on the Nordschleifer. But then 32 on that one. Make it make sense. Imola. I can't drive Imola at the best of times. Let's not attempt that here. Do the club circuits. We could do Sebring. Do you know what? Let's do a Spielberg and keep it nice and neat. Let's do let's do a 10-lap race. We'll start it at 6 o'clock at night. Let's do 15 laps. Right. Because again, what I want to do is try out different things, just so that you can see good or bad. So let's put in 15 in this class. And then let's put in... So we've got GT3s. Ooh, how many classes? Can we have 3 classes? Okay, let's do 10, 11. Let's really push what this can do. So we've got GT3s, let's put in some GT4s, and then we're in GT3s in the middle looking slightly confused. Can this game actually handle it? And then 15 laps around a really, really small circuit. Carnage, surely. Absolute carnage. You should do like me, Simon. Do the Johnson at Sebring. I don't want to know about your sexual exploits at a race circuit, Pinky. Although secretly I would do, so please DM them to me. Frothy, I won a Blur Championship at PAX East ages ago. Oh, wow. Amazing. That is definitely a claim to fame. South Africa. Hey! Oh, well, we'll have to do Kyle Army then on this stream, surely. I'm looking forward to the end of the Norwegian season. Could do a bit of time off work. Steven Spielberg. Don't know what that relates to. Apologies. Do you think Johnson would mind? I think Johnson will put in a complaint, a strongly worded letter. He's putting it out there, right? As long as it's not Dick Johnson. Way! Ba-dum-tsh. Okay. I should really dive into some of the settings and attempt to actually sort out some of the controls and the ability to drive some of these cars. Because I'm sure some of this will be much better if I actually went in and tweaked some of the settings, but I need to be able to decide whether in 2 hours do I want to refund it now. It is not the fastest loading game at all. Oh, 6 o'clock at night is quite dark. Juicy. Oh, did I leave the weather as it's going to go nuts? This could be drama. Okay, let's dive into vehicle setup. Fine. I'm sure there's stuff that I should be doing. I want to reduce the brake pressure down. Okay, that is saving. Let's go. I just want to do a quick lap just to,
All clear.
because this is my first go in the car. Oh my god. Ah, this... Whoa! Okay, after you, mate. Okay, epilepsy warning. What? It's like it's got it's like it wants me to have the police siren lights on, or it's already calling out the ambulance for when I crash.
Started. Get the move on.
No. This is horrific. What is going on with the texture loading as well? So if I come out onto camera, it wants to snake down a straight really weirdly. I'm not sure I like it much. How was this game released? Okay. Right.
1 minute remaining.
So these flashes were happening before I went live. The other thing that it was doing, but it's not happened on this stream yet, was the driver's arms and helmet kept yanking forward and flying out of the cockpit, which made zero sense to me whatsoever. Nope.
Session over. Checking flag this lap.
Alright. Well, I think though, with 15 laps and it's 50 seconds for the leaders to get round, we will run into blue flag shenanigans. So this should be good. And as we go into the darkness as well, this will test some of the night light effects. Oh! Bonk. There we go. Reminds me of Gran Turismo. I wished it. This reminds me of Need for Speed Shift 2. And the reason why I say that is A, these devs did that, but B, there's like a weird slidiness to absolutely all of the cars that I've played so far that feels really unrealistic, but also like you aren't connected to the ground. And it's got that weird yaw to it. Shift 2 had this horrible camera option where it tried to turn your head to look ahead to the next corner, and I found it really distracting. Whilst this game doesn't have that, I feel like the car is trying to do that for you, which then throws me off. And I'll have to check in the settings if I've got some kind of like weird auto steer going on or something, but it's not making sense to me at all. Okay. So we are we're running at the same speed at the GT4s, but as a GT3. What more do you need? Okay, let me just quickly check that I've got enough fuel in. Wherever that is. Where is the fuel? 50, I have plenty. Right. Good luck. This could be an absolute disaster. I may still stop the stream and go and get a refund. I think I'm coming up to my 2-hour limit, if I'm honest. I'm going to stay in this cam just because it's... I think this is easier. You know, a bit GT4s. Get a refund and not stop the stream. I could boot up Automobilista 2 and have a totally better game to play instead. Rain increasing, coming for wets. From where? For who? Where is this rain? Ah, here is the rain. Speak of the devil! But to be fair, this is the only bit where I'm actually better than the AI. Take advantage! Oh, soz. Oh no, we're not having that. Oh! I'll give you track limits, mate.
Keep an eye just for you, mate, and remember to hit your marks.
Where are we? Here we are! Rain is with us now! Last corner is more like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That is true. That is a good shout. Remember Project Gotham Racing? I've never played Project Gotham Racing. Get out of it. Oh, the game is struggling. What is that car doing? Just chilling. Oh, I'm not having this.
All clear.
That is good simming for you. Okay, now we all know what happened with the rain last time. So I'm going to try and be as genteel as possible. I hope I don't burn my tyres into the shitter. Thank you for turning in on me. Epilepsy warning. This guy must be a billboard. I don't see a back marker anywhere, mate. Whoa! Someone swapped the sky out for me. Remember, this is the game on ultra settings. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. There is no back marker. Donde está the back marker? Making my way downtown, burning tires, having an epileptic fit, and I'm 7th place. La 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 la.
This back market isn't in contention, so pass them now.
When are we getting lapped? Oh, 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 oh.
Race officials noted a track limit violation.
This screams we had Gran Turismo at home.
Halfway through the race.
I don't know how big the dev team is, but the problem is that here we go, we've got some lapping going on. Nice.
Back marker is not in our race. Make a quick pass.
Oh my god. No. And now we've got a nice red streak. I hope this doesn't mean now that these tyres are buggered, like what happened last time. Let's try and be genteel with it. It's the same problem. Tyres overheat.
Blue flag, mate, let it passed.
I'm buggered. The only way to deal with this is to come in for dryers. Sorry, to come in for
Back marker up ahead is not for position. Get by as quick as you can. Don't lose any time.
So I'm not really sure how you can race in the wet. And I don't know if this is just a controller thing. But you just that's the second race in a row where I could do nothing. Like, I can coast along for a little bit. And I can see my tyre temperature slow. It's really weird. Oh, ouch. I'm loving the track map also bugging out.
Blue flag, blue flag. Watch your speed, mate. Don't overshoot the box.
Oh, just accidentally pulled out my headphones. So 50 applies a small. Kunos only have 11 to 15 lifted. Okay. Why no changing my tyres? That was the whole point. What has happened to that car? It's just got stuck in the pits.
All clear.
And now it won't turn.
You're getting that, mate. Let them by. Don't hold them up.
Do you know what? I've genuinely had enough of that. Apparently the issue with AI is partly because the same physics you drive with, but it doesn't look like it in the rain. It certainly doesn't look like it in the rain. I don't know what is going on with that tyre temperature at all. If I dive into input device settings, yeah, it must be in on this then. Like, I'm sure there's something that I can muck about with on this to try and make it a little bit better. But there's so many issues wherein you're trying to put down the throttle, it's nothing and then everything. And like, but it's quite far down. Like, I'm nearly all the way down on the what I'll call R2. To like actually get the throttle up and running at all. Grim. Me no likey at all. What's the time? I think I'm. Let's have a. As we have a South African in the stream, let's do a quickie around Kyalami to round off. Which will be good because I have a mental blind spot with this track where I forget how it goes. And I always have. Let's try. Let's do the Porsches to round off. I'm gonna. Let's just pop it down as a quick 5-lapper. Let's do it at lunch. Heavy rubber, damage off. So that goes to there. So 31 the same. Off. Let's do it in the summer. Light rain, rainfall. Fair enough. Okay. We're off. More. Feels like I should attempt to round off this stream with dipping into a different game to kind of go, look, Ma, something works. I don't like this colour palette at all. It's so grey and faded. It's like the game has been left out in the sun for too long, and the colour is just no longer vibrant or bright. Right, let's just go straight into the
Not ideal. We're
race.
starting last. Sorry.
It's alright. I live for starting last. Whoa. Ooh, these are quite nippy. No one's got their lights on. Why are we doing the same old... Oh. Everyone's stuck. Love that for us.
You committed a track limit violation.
I was the one that was violated, not the track. Oh, that was me. Apologies. Okay, this is the same flashing that I was getting before the broadcast. The little clumsy hits. They're almost cute. To be fair, that was my fault. Could be. Could be the lens flare. No! Wah, wah. But look at how, like, I smashed into them like a Pastor Maldonado. They didn't seem affected by that at all. I'm the one in the gravel. Do you know what? I'm so disgusted and annoyed. I don't even want to finish that race. I'm sorry. I've had enough. Project Motor Racing. Me no likey. Am I going to refund it? I don't know. Let me press this button because hopefully that will take me to my quick splash screen whilst I try to exit out of this. Because for some other stupid reason with this game, it physically doesn't let you add another program in over the top of it. And now it's crashed. Hey! That was the perfect ending to the stream. I don't know if this will come back up again now that I've flicked back to the actual thing. No, it's not. Okay. No, it's not. Quickly flip that back. Okay, playtime 110 minutes. That is just under the 2-hour mark. I think I'm going to refund it. I genuinely think I'm going to refund it. So, yeah, there we go. Bear with me a second. I don't know if I'm able to... am I able to update what this stream is called? Thanks for giving that fair warning to staying clear of that game. Yes, I've only refunded probably about 3 games in my entire life, but this could well be one of them. Okay. Do you know what I do want to do though? So, actually, this makes a good little crossover on the assumption that this will go to plan. So that is a game that blatantly wants to bear with me, I'm just making sure this is loading. Yes, it is. Okay. Bonk. Right. That is blatantly a game that should be branded as early access, beta access. We're all testers. It's a mess. That should never have been released. Definitely not as a version 1.0 game in any way, shape or form. DE Skust. The game I'm about to bring up on screen is Assetto Corsa Rally. Now, this game is advertising as being in early access. It is fun. It is very small with what it has to offer, and there is definitely I'm worried about how much game will actually end up in the Assetto Corsa Rally by the time it's finished. But it's not unlike Assetto Corsa Evo, for example. It's not trading on, look at us, we've done the whole thing, look at how great we are, blah, 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 blah. I saw your thumbs down review on it, Mr. Meervold. I totally appreciate where you're coming from on it. But I've really enjoyed the time that I've had with Assetto Corsa Rally, which again isn't tons. As you can see, I've only done 81 kilometres. But the core is here with this game. And so I'm happy to get on board the early access train for this versus the disgustingness of Project Motor Racing. And I will change the stream name of this to like, starts out as one game, Simon gets very depressed, has to go and play a different one. So if, and again, I'll just do like a little tiny muck about on this to kind of prove my point to a degree. But what we can do is dive between the 2 different rallies. Let's go Wales and let's do some quickies. Let's do that. You can dive in and choose your start time realistic. Let's start off with just it being nice and clear to begin with. But you can put on dynamic weather if you do want it, so that depending on where you go in the rally, you'll get different weather conditions and whatever your wetness is. I'm just going to turn that off for now, just I can readjust my mental brain before I dive in. Back and confirm. Driving assists, I'll leave that where it is. And then how many opponents do you want? Like, what's their skill? Let me put that down because I bet I'm going to be plumb last. What are they doing? Blah, 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 blah. So let's confirm that. And again, you've got all of these different types of cars to muck about with. So let me go with... This is a slightly easier car to play with. But already, just in general, like looking at the visual fidelity of this, looks gorgeous. The menus are working fine. The colour palettes, the aesthetic, the cleanliness of the UI, it all hits. And it's all working. And I'm not having some glitchy old plop popping out. So, and again, I'm in on a controller, and no, this will not be the fastest way around this rally, and don't at me for my shitty skills. But I even love that audio, like swoosh, as it goes across. I think that's quite cool. We can go into the car service. The different parts of the car, again, you can muck about with as you go. So again, it's all set out, but just the way how that's laid out is night and day between what else you get elsewhere. Same with the repairs and how this all works out. Left sharp, yeah. So let's dive in. I've not adjusted the volume for this game, so apologies if this ends up drowning me out, which is probably for the best. Oh, we're starting number 1. So I really like the fact that you have to drive up to your stage and not run them over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. 40. 3 left, short. And 4 right, and 5 left. And caution, 5 right, brake, hairpin right, 80.
Ah, no. Making my way downtown.
Tightens
Fucking fast.
3 right, short, 130.
I may have forgot which button the handbrake was for a second there.
Caution, 4 right,
Whoopsie.
tightens 2, late, 60. 4 left, and 4 right long, and 4 left, 70. Kinks over crest into 5 left.
Why is my
90.
co-pilot calling out my
4
kinks
left,
live on the
short,
rally?
Keep in, 40. 5 left long, tightens late, 50. Brake, 3 left, tightens 2, into 2 right long, kinks, over crest, 70.
Right. Enough about my kinks. Oh, oh, oh. There's my humps.
Kinks,
Let alone my
into
kinks.
6
Sorry.
right, keep out, 100. 5 left, tightens, over crest, and 5 right, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, tightens, 40. 3 left long, into 4 right long, don't cut. And 4 left, into 3 right, short. And 4 left, very long, into 3 right, caution, short, don't cut, 60.
I'm definitely...
Kinks,
No, don't cut, he said.
into 5 left,
Don't emo
and
it.
5 right, and 5 left, over crest, 50. 6 left, very long, tightens, keep in, over crest, into 4 left, long, brake, tight hairpin left, 60.
Hairpin left, wasn't it? Yep. Oh.
Kink left into 4 right, tightens
But
50.
see what I mean around, like, just...
Go straight 100.
There's something to be said in a game in 2025 that just works out of the box. You don't have to think about it. You don't have
4
to...
right, tightens, don't cut.
Like, yes, I could
Go
muck
right,
about with
40.
stuff. I could try to
4
not
right, don't
mow
cut.
all
Late
of the
50.
grass and trees. But straight in,
Kink left into 2
immediately
left,
into a
4
rally.
right, very long, opens
I'm
40.
experiencing something that feels visceral and engrossing.
2 left, tightens late, over crest, don't cut 50.
And crucially, with this
6
game,
left, 90.
because of the way how it's gone well, it's gone hardcore
100,
to a degree,
over crest.
and it's got people
6
to
right,
jump out the way.
100. 4 left, long,
Like,
tightens 3, don't
this
cut.
game has a personality. Where is the
Into 3 left,
personality in
tightens,
Project
over
Motor
crest,
Racing?
150.
It's as anodyne and as corporate design
4
board
left, tightens 3,
as
caution,
possible,
don't cut, keep in, 80. 6
to the
right,
point where it
70.
feels sterile. Uh-oh! I'm going to be needing sterileness by the time this is over. This is me. Let's respawn and get out of this. There we go. Whoopsie!
Six right, over crest, 60. 2 right, keep in. And 4 right long.
Is the
over
game
crest,
perfect? No. Do I get a
40.
solid experience where I
Six
can
left,
really
60.
gauge what this game has the potential to
6
become?
left,
Yes.
40, caution, brake, over crest.
And that's
into,
why I think
3 left,
early
into,
access for
2
this
right,
title works
tightens,
perfectly.
finish.
Uh-oh! Whoopsie! Get ourselves out of this one. We can. Oh, another. This reminds me of how I actually reverse park in real life, which I haven't done for about 15 years.
Slowing and stop at Marshalls.
Ah! Uh-ohs. We can all live out our internal terrorist lives on a rally. Whoopsie. I think we've come plumb last. No! Hallelujah! But yeah, straight in. It just works. I approve. I'll do a quick rally on the other stage, and then I think that will prove my point with Assetto Corsa Rally. Let's go Alsace. Let's do Summit de Munster, because what a great name that is for a rally. Let's go proper old school. Let's get in a 1972 car. I'm sceptical when it comes to Badur's skills as a co-driver. Luca Badur is the most underrated F1 driver except for Pierluigi Martini. I will not be denied this knowledge. You will not be denied this knowledge either. Fromage de Munster. I love a little cheesy Munster. Delish. Look at that for a car. It's Going to look a bit battered by the time I've finished with it. So again, even more camera angles. Sorry, I was just deciding which view I wanted to go for, but I think I will stay in. Let's stay indoors.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, 80. Over crest, into 4 right long, opens. 60. 3 left, don't cut, and sudden, 4 right. 70. 5 left, and 6 right. 200. 6 left, and a flat right. 80. Caution. 3 left, tightens, bad camber.
Oh, we've got on the
4
outside.
right, don't cut. 150. 6 right. Into 5 left, over crest. Caution, 3 left, tightens 2, late. 40, over crest, into hairpin right, and 5 left.
Yee.
70. Flat left, 100.
That'll do.
Kinks, 100.
And I need to remind on the price point
Two
of
right,
this.
small cut.
Assetto Corsa Rally cost me £19.99.
Into 5 right.
Project Motor
60.
Racing £52.99.
4 right long, tightens 50.
And whilst I appreciate Project Motor Racing has got way more cars and way more tracks and
3 left,
variants,
50.
I'd much rather have them focused on getting the basics right rather than shoving
Hairpin
in
left
other
opens,
bits and
uphill.
bobs.
40. Flat right, over crest. 4 left, cut, and 4 right, keep in.
Luca Badera
80.
beat
4
Michael
left,
Schumacher
cut,
in, I think
250.
it was the 1994 Lille Karting Championships, where all the F1 drivers would go and race karts at the end of a season. I'm sure it was the 94
Brake.
one.
Square right, and 2 left opens, over crest. 90.
Ah,
Over bump, into
Wriggle,
4
wriggle,
right,
wriggle.
don't cut. 5 left, over crest. Caution, 4 right, tightens 3, late, don't cut. 40. 5 left, into 2 right, don't cut. 3 left, opens, 100. Flat left, 150. 6 right, long, 50. 6 left, long, over bump, don't cut, 130. 6 left, don't cut, short. Over, finish. Slowing and stop the marshals.
whew, just. See, it just works. It's just so much better. I can't help it. So yeah, that is why Assetto Corsa Rally is a much better game already, in my opinion, than Project Motor Racing. I'm so sorry, Project Motor Racing. Me no likey. Let me dive out from this. Is there a different game that I can round us off on to say goodbye for the stream? Let's have a little look. Anything else racy or just so that there's like at least some kind of vague theme to this stream before I end off. Excuse me whilst I just have a quick dive into what I've got loaded up in my racing category. I have not tried yet, but I have bought Recreation. I need to do a review on that and get that up and running. Let's have... I'm still here just working and listening. Ah, thank you, Fruffy. Appreciate you, good man. Let's have a little look. Apologies, I appreciate just a splash screen is boring, but I don't really want to share my Steam folder whilst I just quickly run in and grab something else. I tell you what, because I've not actually... It's been on my to-do list to even just try, let alone actually review, but I need to because I genuinely love the dev. This is a very different change of pace. And I apologise in advance, but I also don't. Oh god, hang on, bear with me a second. I'm just having a... No. There we go. Right. Welcome, hopefully, once this pops up. To Parking Garage Rally Circuit. We've gone from one type of rally to a very different type of rally. I adored the demo. I bought this on day one, and I've not. This is me trying it for the very first time, as you can clearly see. So, what do we want? I mean, we need some pinky going on, don't we? 92 was my sim racing number from GPVWC. That feels cool. Do you know what, actually? I'm feeling a little bit polka dotty. A training video? Why not? Next to drift, fair enough. Let's change this. Okay. I feel like I can understand that. Let's do a raceroo. I wanted to get into this game because of it's now got mods and everyone putting in their own tracks in the track editor and all of that kind of stuff, which just seems fantastic to me. This one runs flawlessly on the deck. Ah, good to know. I don't have a Steam Deck, but that's a good shout out for anybody. No dodgy loading times on this game. I appreciate it's not quite the same level of fidelity, but you know what I mean. Oh, got that wrong. I'm loving the Scar soundtrack for this. This is giving me very 1998 Incredible Crisis vibes. Come on, we can get the boost. Yay! Achieve 1 bronze medal. Definitely better than Project Road Racing. Thank you, BP. We have a person, a fan in the house. Ready, set, go. We'll just do a few of these, just as a nice little rounder offer. What-os? I feel like I'm leaving a very large amount of time on the table. This is definitely one of those games where working out exactly where to chain every drift and shortcut is gonna yield you crazy lap times. This is a game that I discovered through Twitter, actually, because that was when the dev made something else that I'd already bought and enjoyed before he made this, and he's since gone on to make a game that I've also bought, but it's in my backlog, called Replicube, and it's like using cubic graphics to build models however you want them to be, but it's almost like an entire like CAD engine. It's really quite cool, and he's like, no one will buy this or enjoy this except for me, but he does his devs on dev talks and live streams his dev stuff, I think, on Twitch as well. And I was sending him some comments about one of the games that he was, or ideas that he was playing about with, which was the ability to cut cloth and then have like the cloth fall and do different things. So it was a bit like trying to do like a bridge constructor, but with curtains and material like that. It was quite cool. Seattle Airport. Okay, we'll do a couple more of these because I'm enjoying it. It has way more interesting locations, better handlings and sound effects. Boo, let me just restart that. I was too busy laughing at your comment, BP. Okay, we're off. Oh, this is giving me Burnout Paradise flashbacks. Oh, crap. This isn't working as well. Oh, oh, oh! Uh-oh! Don't think we're going to get a strong time for this one. This is what I love about indie games and small game developers, taking like a very niche idea with lots of almost like self-imposed. Oh, I've done the same thing again. Like the design of this almost puts you into like design limitations and restrictions that you then have to. It becomes like a challenge and a joy to try to like develop your way out of it, or to find new creative ways within your your like selected thing to do it propers. That wasn't a sentence, but you know what I mean. And I think it's that helps smaller creatives be more creative, because you have to design your way out of things that you don't have just endless money to get through. Aww. It didn't like me for that. Yeah, get there on the previous track. So yeah. So that's that. You then have... Ooh, refresh leaderboard stats. Top 60%. So yeah, this then comes with local multiplayer, online multiplayer, managing mods for stuff as well. Parking Garage Rally. Another game better than Project Motor Racing. I feel like we have a theme for this now. Let me quit out of this, because I've got more racing games that are still better than this that could go even further down a rabbit hole. I've got a bee in my bonnet now. Okay. What else? What else? What else have I got actually installed? That stream would end next year. Very true. Very true. Let's round off then with... Oh, I don't know. Now I've thrown this in. Now I'm having to think. Yeah, do you know what? I might completely ruin the theme entirely. To be fair, yeah, here we go. Right, this could go one way or another, because again, this is another game that I've not yet played but have bought and just currently have installed, because I was like, this feels like a good game to have shoved in towards the end of the year for Christmas, and then we will run and then I will wrap up the stream. But I think what this is helping me think of is actually maybe Simon should actually do some streams a little bit more often. If I can get it working and right. Welcome everyone to Chairs. Yes, it is a racing game where you race as a chair. That is all I know about this game. That is essentially why I bought it. Just turn those down a smidge. Plus, I spotted this game when I've been chatting to some devs that have gone really hardcore for the GameCube, Sega Saturn era of graphics. Another moderator just handled this. Don't know why. Better menus than Project. It's true. Right. Again, I have very little know. I completely understand where you're coming from now that I've actually looked at the screen, Frothy, about that definitely being a you don't know Jack menu. Right, let's dive in. I have no idea what we're doing. Isn't that just generally the way? We had no way of predicting the anomaly's expansion. Decades of study allowed mass ignorance. Are we talking about the Trump administration? They say the growth is already upon us. Oh. In some places, that's probably considered a bonus, especially if it's in a dark room. Whatever happens next, we will be powerless to stop. Is that me eventually reaching 11,000 subscribers on YouTube 17 years after launch? What the fuck have I bought? Definitely, I once sat in a chair.
Welcome to your new contest. The Big Defend greet you.
Left joystick to tumble. Oh, this is to be trippy.
Use your dark powers from the realm that we have claimed.
Oh, same ground to reach. Where am I going? Where am I going? There we go, we're off.
Perhaps you can be the next attendant.
We'll see.
To be fair, better frame rate than Project Racing. Motor Racing.
Okay.
Donde Esther. Where am I going? Where am I going? I feel like I've missed something. Do I need to get up on the table? Yes, I do. How do I...
Okay.
This may have been a bad idea to end on this. Maybe this was not a good idea. Simon, you're 3 pixels. Byte rate into single digits. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe this game is killing it on the old streamer route. Let me come out from this. Clearly, the chairs were just too much. Okay. What's the time? I can't end the stream on that. Let's end on a game I am currently in the middle. Oh no, actually, let's not do that because I don't want to spoil what that will be. I was going to say a game I'm currently in the middle of reviewing. But that would spoil it. Okay. No, I think I've run into a bit of an issue where I'm going to have to call it a day for the stream. So my apologies. Let me just very quickly bring up OBS. This will look awful. Oh. As you can see, I'm in the middle of packing to move. So this is not a pretty sight in any way, shape or form. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. I will try and get another stream going soon. I'm sorry I look so homeless. I should catch you all soon.